Hey everybody, this is my Masterbuilt 1050. It's a great smoker, serves a purpose. And there is a couple common issues with it, and today we're going to fix that. So let's get started. Oh, by the way, subscribe. I use this smoker a lot. The main problems I noticed after a cook is that good charcoal is falling into the ashtray in the bottom of the hopper. And the other thing I notice is the door and the lid switches don't always register. So I have an upgrade and I have a fix. So let's get started with the upgrade. Alright, the first thing you want to do is empty the hopper of any charcoal. The next thing you want to do is pull out the old charcoal tray. If you compare the old design to the new design, you're going to notice a huge difference in the grates. The new design should be a huge improvement. Now put the new grate back in the grill, put your charcoal back, you're good to go. Nice and easy. Okay, now let's start on the switches. Alright, you have 3 switches. One under the main lid, one under the hopper lid, and one at the bottom door where the ashtray is. Both lids are easy. You take the screws out, remove the switch, and disconnect the wires. Hopper is a little more complicated, and I'll walk you through that now. You're going to want to remove the bottom screw on the heat shield in the front here. Then after this, you have to reach underneath and remove the screw in the back where you see I'm doing right now. You then want to loosen the 2 upper screws. Do not remove them. Pull down and out on the heat shield to remove it. Now with the heat shield off, you have full access to the switch. With the Phillips screwdriver, you want to remove the screws to the switch. And once you have the screws out, you're going to pull the wire connectors off the back. And now you just pull the switch out. Alright, on the switch, you have a metal strap that goes around the housing. What you want to do is pull on both sides outward, and that'll release the strap from where it hooks in, and you pull down. This is where you want to be careful. Inside here has several springs, and it's going to want to pop open on you. It's also, you want to pay very close attention to exactly how this comes apart, because you're going to put it back the same exact way. My switch already has grease on it. I'm just taking this apart so I can show you exactly how I did it. When I originally opened up the switch, I had to clean the contacts because it was full of soot, and this is what was causing my issue. The grease I'm going to use for this is CRC dielectric grease. So once everything is clean, I'm going to take the housing and I'm going to add some grease to it. The grease is going to act like a shield to protect the switch. Here is a close-up of the center contact. These contacts have to face outward. You now want to place the center contact on and add the spring on top. The next thing to do is place this inside the housing so the stem sticks out the back side. Now you want to do is grab the pins. If you notice, the pins have the same exact contact. For this switch to work, the contacts will have to meet that center contact. So carefully put it on the opposite corners, matching up with the contacts. Next thing you want to do is add the center spring. Kind of pinch it a little bit so it doesn't want to bounce out on you. Add a little bit more of the dielectric grease. The next thing you want to do is get the end cap. You need to line up these slits with the pins you just put in. Once you have the end cap in place, pinch it, keep your fingers out of the way, get the metal strap, slide it back in place, and you want to apply pressure until you hear it click in place. Once everything's in place, I like to get a rag and clean up everything, just get all the extra grease off. Okay, there you have it. Everything is now fixed, and all we have to do is put it back on the smoker. Okay, putting the switches back is pretty much the same exact way you took it off, but the opposite way. The main lid switch and the upper hopper lid switch, all you gotta do is connect the wires, place the switch, and reinstall the screws. Now the hopper, once again, is more complicated. I'm going to walk you through that. Okay, place the hopper switch back in the open. Put your screws back in. Reattach the wires. It doesn't matter which wire goes to which pin, just as long as they're plugged in and you have good contact. Next thing you want to do is get your heat shield, slide it back up so it fits under those two upper screws, then tighten down those two screws. Next thing you got to do is reinstall the lower screws. I usually start with the front, then reach my hand underneath and get the one in the back. Screws are back, the heat shield's in place. All you got to do is put your slider back in and close the hopper door, and now the job is done. Nice and easy. 2 common issues now fixed. Thanks for joining me. Please subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.